Okay, this is kind of the way I'd like to see this go this morning. And we have two mics. We have mine and this one here. And I would like to give as many as you that would like to come, probably let's say in the next 20, 30 minutes, and share very briefly. Now, I know you all have tons of revelation, and it's hard to encapsulate it, but if you could like do 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 minutes at the top, just kind of share what you're seeing or hearing, what you're doing, so that we can kind of corporately form a strategy and get on the same page. That's really what I'd like to see happen this morning. And so as many as we can get in this next 20, 30 minutes, I'd like to have come. And then I'd like to actually close out kind of praying these things together a little bit. And, try to be out of here by around 11:15. I have to do that. Not that I would like to stay longer, but if you'd all like to stay, that's cool. But I have other things I have to get to today. So I don't know all of you. I know that I can tell there's a number of different streams or folks represented here, which I think is wonderful, that we can find a common place of prayer. So if you just introduce yourself so I could help to get to know you, that would be great. Even though everybody else knows you, I'm the newcomer, so I really don't know you. All right, so I'm just going to let someone come and just kind of share if you're a prayer group leader or if you're an intercessor or whatever. Really, I'll give you 2 or 3, 4 minutes, maybe 5, and share what you have to say. And we'll write that down, and then we'll all pray in the end, okay? So who'd like to come, just come right up here, grab the microphone and address the folks, if you would. Come on, don't be bashful. This team.
Randy, I'm John Doris. A couple times, good to see you. Great to have you here, by the way. I just have 2 confirmations really about what you're seeing on the 3s and then the blood. Yesterday I was in a meeting up in Dallas with 4 of us that were focused on some local and global mission stuff. One of the ladies went into a pretty neat prophecy on a lot of stuff, but she said, God's showing us a 3-phase deal. You're supposed to, she said, if you will focus on participating with my broken heart for the lost, wherever you are, and we're not talking about ministry, she said, don't be trying to put a platform, but if you, on your daily business, if you'll focus with me, and when I tell you, you touch the hurting, when I tell you, then I'll explode an open door. Phase 2 will be God will open a door for a greater move of his power to come. And then the 3rd phase, he would open a door to have that go all around the world. But the purpose was to participate with him for those that are hurting right next to us. So I thought, wow, okay. And then the next thing was a year ago, an intercessor also saw 4 angels spreading a blood banner all over Austin. And so we've been praying into that. So that was powerful. So, yeah.
A blood banner.
Blood banner. Yeah, blood banner. So continue for the blood of Jesus is a big deal over Austin.
Okay, thank you, John. Okay, come on next. That was great.
Oh, that's good.
She's bold.
I wanted to tell mine because you all will understand it and we'll get revelation. I'll get revelation from you. It was at that conference in the Cathedral of Praise, and I was sitting there, and this friend said she felt something go over her head, and I thought, Lord, there are angels here. I want to see them. And I just sat there praying that the Lord would let me look at the angels, and he did. And up in that corner of the room, there was a giant angel dressed in blue and another angel dressed in sort of crimson red. And it wasn't the Jesus blue, that bleeds into purple. It was just a blue. And I asked God, what about that? And I understood that color is reserved. But this was just a real deep royal navy blue. And they were, I don't know if I'm going too long, you tell me. But they were, have you seen those ergonomic things that you lean on, like so, and you're completely at rest? Have you seen those things? Well, they were leaning back, and so they were completely at ease and comfortable in their bodies, but their eyes were so, they were not, fierce, but they were just watchful. And I think about Paul Keith and his watcher angels, and I even wondered about that. But I said, he told me that that other blue color was a reserved color. And
What does that mean, Susan?
I didn't ask, I asked, but I didn't get it. In my own understanding, I think it's reserved for Jesus, but that's just my understanding. I don't know that. And streaming down, they were about 3 or 4 times human size, but streaming down this side, there were smaller angels in yellows and oranges. There was not the gold or the white anywhere. And streaming down this side, there were angels in shades of green. But here's the kicker. Here's what I want you all to tell me. At the back, there was an angel dressed in black. And I thought, I don't think this is right. I don't know that there can be angels. And so I just asked the Lord, and I knew to look. And inside, it was a real coarse weave on their clothing. And underneath, there would be lights coming, like sparkles, like sparklers that you like. And that means something. That's what I want to hear. I think you all will have, in my own understanding, I've worked with it, but I just don't know. I don't know enough in the spiritual realm, and I don't know enough but I think it has import. And one reason that I think it has import is that one time I watched those angels. They stayed there all the time. And one time in the surge in the afternoon, because all of us who knew the prayer that was going on in that city knew that our hearts were united. What was happening there was at one with what was. And one time they just zipped and they were gone. And it was in the surge when we were praying over the city, and we were joined in heart with what was happening over the city. But then later they came back. And that's all I know. And I want to hear what other people understand from that.
Okay.